and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another video. Today we have another high protein vegan recipes video for you guys. I hope you guys aren't sick of these because there are many more to come. And I'm going to show you guys a breakfast, lunch, and dinner idea. So we've got an entire day of eating. If you follow these recipes exactly and eat exactly what I'm showing you, you're pretty much going to be eating about 126 grams of protein in this day. And it's going to be about 1,800 calories. So we're talking a pretty high protein day, okay? So I'm really excited to share with you guys that you do not have to eat meat or any animal products to follow a higher protein diet if this is something that you want to do. And today's video is very kindly sponsored by Thrive Market once again. And if you have not heard of Thrive Market, they are an online wholesale retailer that specializes in natural and organic items. So they have tons of products on wholesale prices, and for an annual membership fee of $60, you get access to all of these discounted items. Today, they're gonna give you guys an awesome deal. We're talking 25% off your first order plus a 30-day free trial. What is that sound? Why is there a drill? So this means that you get to try out this service, get the products at the already discounted wholesale prices, and plus get 25% off your order. So this is an awesome deal. So definitely check out the link down below if you have not tried Thrive Market yet. Many of the products I'm going to be using are from Thrive Market, so I will mention them throughout the video. And if you guys are interested in some high protein vegan recipes, keep on watching. So here is a very unique idea for breakfast, a smoothie. Yes, I know, I'm so creative. So we're gonna start out with some spinach. I'm adding some baby spinach into a blender. This is frozen baby spinach. We're also gonna add some frozen mixed berries. In order to sweeten our smoothie, we're going to add 1 mid-jewel date that we're going to pit and just add into the smoothie. This is going to really help sweeten the smoothie without adding any refined sugars. And did you know that vitamin C helps enhance iron absorption? Because of this, I'm going to add in a little slice of lemon with the skin on in order to enhance that iron that we are getting from spinach. Next, we are going to add in some goji berries that I got from Thrive Market, of course. And if you did not know, goji berries are very well known for their nutritional benefits and high antioxidant properties. Oh, and look, we've got yet another superfood item, which is spirulina powder. I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of spirulina, and did you know that 1 tablespoon contains 4 grams of protein? Now, in hindsight though, to be completely honest, I would probably add in a bit less spirulina because it isn't the best tasting thing you'll ever have, so it might compromise the taste of your smoothie. So maybe add in like a teaspoon, you know what I'm saying? Next, I'm going to add in 1 scoop of this raw organic fit protein powder, and yes, this is a vegan protein powder, and yes, this tastes very good. Thanks to this, it kind of masked the taste of the spirulina, so it still made my smoothie taste really good, and it is of course high in protein because it's protein powder, you know. And next, I'm going to add in a bit of water to thin out that smoothie and just blend away. Now, I'm fully aware that some of these ingredients like goji berries and protein powder can be on a higher price range than some people would like to pay, although I would argue that Thrive Market prices for these ingredients are definitely some of the cheapest I've seen, so that is something to consider. Keep in mind though that these products will last you a long time, so we're talking multiple smoothies and lots of nutritional benefits. So it might be worth it to spend a little bit extra for some high quality ingredients. But of course, you do not have to add all these ingredients to have a healthy meal, so feel free to add or subtract anything that you want and customize your smoothie to your liking. First, I'm going to cook up some sprouted quinoa from Thrive Market, and I'm just going to follow the instructions on the packaging. I'd like to also remind you guys that you can of course make extra for later in order to meal prep for the future. I always recommend meal prepping and making multiple batches and just making extra so that you can have more food later for basically the same amount of time. This is a great recipe for meal prepping, so feel free to double, triple, quadruple the recipe if you want. And we're going to make a really delicious cashew-based sauce. So we are going to take some raw organic cashews from Thrive Market, and because I never actually soak cashews overnight to soften them, I'm actually going to boil them on the stove for about 15 to 20 minutes. You do not have to soak cashews overnight, guys. While your quinoa is cooking and your cashews are softening, I am actually going to prepare some tofu for additional protein. Tofu is definitely one of my favorite sources of protein. I'm just using some extra firm tofu that I'm just cutting up into these rectangular slices. So I'm just spraying a tiny bit of oil on a pan, and I'm going to heat up the pan on medium-high heat. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of minced garlic so that I can add that into the sauce. I'm just cooking up the minced garlic a little bit, okay, along with the tofu that I'm cooking as well. Now, hindsight. Again, hindsight is 2020. I don't think I really needed to cook the minced garlic. I think I could have just added raw garlic into the sauce or garlic powder instead. I don't think cooking up the garlic made much of a difference in taste. I think in some sauces it does make a difference to brown the garlic before adding it into the sauce, but in this sauce I don't think it really made much of a difference, so I would just skip this step and make it easier on yourself by just adding some garlic powder or raw garlic. But yeah, I'm just putting that garlic on the side to add into the blender later, and we're just going to continue to cook the firm tofu. If you don't know how to cook tofu and you don't know what you're doing with tofu, you can check out my tofu video, which I will link down below. Now, what I like to do when I pan fry tofu is I like to leave it on each side for at least, I don't know, like 4 to 5 minutes so that they can have time to nicely brown on each side. Okay, now let's make the sauce. The sauce is so good, guys. We're taking the cashews, we've drained the water, we're gonna add this into a blender along with the garlic that we cooked up earlier. And I'm using some Bragg organic apple cider vinegar with the mother. We're gonna add that into the blender as well, along with some of Bragg's nutritional yeast seasoning that you can of course pick up at Thrive Market. We're gonna add a little bit of sweetener. I'm just using agave nectar, and I'm also gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard, and we also wanna add a little bit of a liquid. I just added a splash of almond milk, and we're also gonna add a bit of black pepper and a little bit of salt. As you can see, I tried to blend it earlier, but yeah, I wanted to add some more stuff. So then we're gonna blend it until it is nice and creamy. So depending on how thick or thin you want the consistency to be, you want to add in about 1 to 3 tablespoons of non-dairy milk or water. Now this part is optional, but once the quinoa was done cooking, right after I just decided to add in some baby spinach into that pot. Now spinach cooks very, very quickly, so it's just going to cook nicely once you cover that up for about 5 minutes and mix it well together. So as you can see here, there's a lot of spinach there, so you get in some extra nutrients. And then we are just going to plate that quinoa and spinach mixture. And we're going to top it with some of our sexy pan-fried tofu. And of course, we are going to sprinkle some sunflower seeds because we are going to be healthy. So healthy. And that's going to add a nice crunch and just like some extra elements to the dish. So that is why I'm adding some sunflower seeds. And also it's a good source of protein and fat. And then we're just going to drizzle on some of that sauce. I'm using probably about 1/4 of the sauce that I made. So you can save the rest in the fridge for a few days and just eat it with everything because it's so good. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love meals like this. We've got a really, really good source of carbohydrate, which is quinoa, which is also high in fiber and in protein. We also have the vegetable, which is spinach. We also have, of course, high protein source, tofu, and some healthy fats coming from these sunflower seeds, and a delicious and healthy dressing. And that's going to bring us 33 grams of protein approximately and 620 calories. We're going to start off by cooking some sprouted green lentils from True Roots. These are super awesome. They cook super quickly. They're ready in 5 minutes. This is a super quick meal because these lentils, for some reason, cook super quickly. I don't know what they do to them. Maybe they pre-cook them or something. I don't know. But I was pretty shocked at the instructions because I was like expecting to wait like 30 minutes or 40 minutes for the lentils to cook. But these ones cook in 5 minutes, guys. And it actually does cook in 5 minutes. It's pretty insane. So we're going to throw that into a pot. Now, I think I was supposed to throw it into boiling water, but you know, I just boiled the water with the lentils in there. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. So yeah, we're cooking the lentils according to instructions, somewhat. And for this meal, we're going to use a high protein pasta. I'm using this brand Pau Pasta, and we're going to use the red lentil rotini. I was super impressed with this pasta, guys. It was so good. It's super high in protein. I believe it has about twice as much protein as traditional wheat pastas. It's gluten-free. It's delicious. It actually has a really nice texture that actually feels like you're eating real pasta. And it's just really good. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. So we're going to cook up that pasta according to instructions. And I decided to throw in some broccoli pieces into that pasta water about 2 or 3 minutes before the pasta was supposed to finish cooking, so that the broccoli can cook with the pasta, so I don't have to cook it separately. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now in a pan, I'm just going to add in those cooked lentils along with some chopped basil, which is going to give our dish a really nice flavor. Of course, I'm using fresh basil because I'm fancy, you know. Now let's add in some store-bought tomato-based pasta sauce. You can use whatever brand you would like. And then of course, we are going to add in that pasta and broccoli mixture and mix everything well together. As you can see, this is such a simple, easy, very quick dish. Again, this is very great for meal prepping, so if you want to make extra for the future, you could definitely do that as well. It's super yummy and just one of the go-to meals that you can make at home whenever you are feeling lazy but you still want to eat something really healthy. On top of the pasta, I'm adding some more chopped basil pieces because that is yummy. We're also going to add in a little bit of nutritional yeast seasoning, and there you have a very simple, delicious, very high protein vegan meal. Now the amount that I made is probably good for 1 to 2 servings depending on how much you like to eat and how hungry you are, and of course what your goals are in terms of your fitness. I'm not an expert. I would probably eat like at least 2/3 of this in one sitting, but you can feel free to divide it in half and have 2 meals out of it. Of course, you can have some of it as a snack, some of it as a full meal, whatever you want, okay? This is all about you, not about me. So assuming that you ate the entire thing as one meal, you would be getting 787 calories and 54 grams of protein. So it's a really high protein meal. So of course you can split this into 2 separate meals if you prefer. I've also heard somewhere that you should only eat like a certain amount of protein per meal, because if you eat over that, then your body doesn't use it in the most effective way or something like that. I don't really know the details. If you know the details, let me know down below. All of that being said, if you ate these meals in the exact same way that I showed you and discussed on this video, then you would be getting in 1,807 calories. And we are talking 126 grams of protein, 264 grams of carbohydrates, and 33 grams of fat. And that brings us to 57% of our calories coming from carbohydrates. We have 16% coming from fat and 27% coming from protein. And of course, depending on your lifestyle, your preferences, and your fitness goals, like I said, you can tweak the meals however way you would want. You can add in some snacks in between your meals as well. You can double the serving. You can do whatever you want, okay? Feel free to customize to your liking. Alright you guys, so that is it for my high protein vegan recipes video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy this video, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really does help me. And I would like to thank Thrive Market for very kindly sponsoring this video. If you guys are interested in checking out Thrive Market and shopping on their website, don't forget to check out the link down below to get 25% off your first purchase and a free 1-month trial. They are an awesome company and I love working with them, so thank you so much, Thrive Market. And if you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!